Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry wehmeyer show for Friday, January 22nd. We're going to be in today's show. We're going to be doing Pelicans recap and also sports news. So we are going to be doing recapping last night's game. Pelicans did lose the game last night. Once again, just another example of this team just kind of falling to the wayside right now. So let's send those links out to the YouTube and Twitter feeds and also Sportscaster. I'm going to go ahead and set that up for you. If you want to come in video chat with us, you can do that via the StreamYard links. So let me go ahead and send those links up to and we'll go ahead and do that now so we can have you if you want to come in and talk anything in the world of sports also. So let me get this sent over. And so let me get this. I'm going to send it over to y'all in a second. That one's sent over. Okay, sports. Let's see. What else? We'll send. What else? We'll send. Let's see. Okay, there it is. Sportscaster, Twitter, and Sportscaster, Twitter, and YouTube has the link. So if you want to come in video chat with us, you're more than welcome to do it. So we're going to recap what happened last night. New Orleans Pelicans lost their game last night to the Utah Jazz. So we're going to go ahead and give you information on it. I'm going to go ahead and switch over my share screens. I'm going to go over to the Pelicans page on Basketball Reference. They lose last night, 129-118. Be honest with you, Pelicans right now 5-9 on the season. They're just getting off to a worse start at the start. So we're going to recap what happened shooting wise. Let's go ahead and do that recap. So it looks like two people. So let's begin recapping. Let's go ahead and recap what happened in the first quarter, the shooting in the first quarter. I'm going to switch that over. So just waiting on the ads to go through. Okay, let's give you a recap. Okay, once again, in the first quarter, the Pelicans did shoot 68%. That was 72% from three-point range. That was 8 out of 11. They did hit 5 or 6 of their shots. That was in the first quarter. So let me see if is it on. I don't know why we're not on. I don't see it.
Okay, once again, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry wehmeyer show.
Hold on.
For Thursday.
That's the wrong one. Let's see. Let's see what live. So let's recap it. Also, the Pelicans had 43 points in the first quarter. Let's go over to quarter number 2. Break it down for you. Okay. Okay, once again, the Pelicans did shoot 10 of 27 for about 37%. The Jazz shot 11 of 24 in the game. That was good for 52%. They went 4 for 8 from three-point range, and also they went 100% on the free throw line. So I'm gonna be honest with you, they had 5 turnovers in the first half. This is something we have to stop doing every single time, is turning over that basketball. They did lose the quarter 39-26. They had 5 turnovers to 2. So that was they did shoot 52%. So they allowed 52% to go on. So that's in the second quarter. I'll be honest with you. Look, when you have 5 turnovers in those single quarters, you're not going to win those games. Period. End of story. Because you had 5 turnovers in the second. So we're going to go through the first half. We're going to go through all the numbers with you, and then we're also going to show you video of it. I'm going to do that in a second. So also, we'll go through the first half stats. I'm going to go through those numbers. Okay, Pelicans shot 25 49 for about 50%. They went 8 of 15 from three-point range in the first half. They also had 9 turnovers. That's something that's not something we shouldn't be doing. Utah did shoot 52% and also 9 of 21. So they went 9 of 21 from that was in the first half now. Let's go over to the third quarter. We'll give you the third quarter stats. I'll break that down for you. Third quarter stats, they went 8 of 18 for about 44% and also 16% from three-point range. They did have 4 turnovers in that quarter. Also, Utah shot 10 of 21. So they was hitting 10 of 21 of their shots in that quarter for about 47%. So that's something right there. That's telling you something right there. Also, they had 5 turnovers to 4 for the Pelicans. Now, in the fourth quarter, we're going to break this numbers down. We'll break down the fourth quarter as well. Okay, Pelicans went 9 for 18 for about 50%. They also went 2 of 4. They also had 4 turnovers in the game. And also 26 points after it was 29-26. They only had 1 turnover. That was Clarkson getting that 1 turnover in the game last night for Utah. So Utah shot 47%. They also shot 5 of 8 from three-point range. So they knocked down 5 out of 8 of those three-point shots in the game. So that was, I'll be honest with you, that fourth quarter, they had 4 turnovers. Now, in the second half, let's give you the second half numbers. Pelicans shot 17 of 36 for about 47.2%. They also got to the free throw line 16 times, converted 12 shots for about 75%. Also, let's see, they had 8 turnovers to about 6 for the Utah Jazz. So Utah did shoot 47%. They also shot 44% from three-point range and also hit 90% of their shots. So they outscored the Pelicans 59-49 in that half. Now let's go over to the actual game stats. We'll give you the game numbers. We're going through the quarter by quarter and then game. Okay, they shot 42 of 85 in the game. That was good for 49%. They also shot 11-25 for about 44%. So both shots were excellent last night, but the turnovers was absolutely just costing this team a lot of games. 17 turnovers. That's something right there. 17 turnovers in the game last night. 17 to okay, 17 to 15 turnovers for the Utah Jazz. They did shoot 50%, but they also hit 17-39 of their three-point shots. So they didn't hit 17 three-pointers in that game. Also, the Pelicans only hit 11. So your leading scorers last night was Zion with 27, Brandon Ingram with 23, and let's see, Alonzo Ball had 14 points last night. He did shoot 6 of 15 from the floor. Also, Josh Hart had 7. Redick had 11. He had 2 of 4 from three-point range. He also went 3 of 6 from the and then Nicole Walker had 11 points. He was plus 8 in the game last night. He went 3 of 7. Now the advanced shooting. Let's go over to the advanced shooting. The field goal shooting for Zion Williamson was 67%. Brandon Ingram, 71.4. Steven Adams had 44%. And Eric Bledsoe went 33%. Alonzo Ball went 46%. So Bledsoe in the game had 8 points. He did shoot 4 of 12. So he had a bad night shooting the basketball. So that's something right there. He's going to have to start making his shots. in this in the game, because when you go 4 for 12 against Utah, you're not winning the game. Period. End of story. So that's how the game ended. They had 17 turnovers. It was just like I said, Coach Stan Van Gundy is absolutely. I know he should be absolutely fuming about it. I think he should be fuming about it. This team is better than this, but as of right now they're starting to just fall to the wayside. So I'll be honest with you right now. This team right now is going to have a very long road ahead. A long road ahead. So I say this. Look, we got to give Coach Van Gundy some time. But I know the fans are going to be definitely going to be impatient. They want to win now. That's what they want to do. They want to win now. But it's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen the week after next. It's going to happen maybe sooner than you think. Hopefully it does. They get better because we still got a long 72-game season to play. We're still in the first half of the season now. That's just something right there. We're still in the first half of the season. I mean, I look at it this way. I want to see this team get better. I definitely want to see this team get better, but we continue to go down the wrong path of getting the balls turned over. They turn over the ball a lot. It's just it's unbearable. I keep saying it thousands and thousands of times on these videos. You can't have turnovers because they get points off of those turnovers. So that's just something right there to consider. So once again, your final score, the Pelicans lose 129-118. They will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves this coming Saturday night. We'll have the game for you here on Sportscaster. So that's definitely going to happen. So we're going to play Stan Van Gundy's press conference back. I'm going to go ahead and play that for you. And we'll show you what happened last night in the game with the Pelicans and the Jazz. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll play Stan Van Gundy's comments about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a second. Let me get this switched over. And okay, let's play Stan Van Gundy's press conference. Also, Alonzo Ball's interview. We'll play his interview talking about last night's game. Let's see if I can hit it. I don't know why it keeps so long. So we're going to go ahead and play it back. Let's see if I can get this thing unmuted.
All right, everybody, we start with Coach. Jen, you can start off.
Coach, the first quarter looked so good. Those adjustments seemed to be working. And then from the second quarter on, not so much. What in your mind changed?
Well, I mean, our pace offensively slowed down. We didn't play with much pace or force on the offensive end. We quit making shots, and defensively, we really weren't good the entire game. We just weren't. We just don't put any pressure on anybody. I mean, it's very comfortable to play against us. We've got to change our defense.
Yes, absolutely. They got to change the defense because they're not getting any pressure. I mean, I went through those numbers with you. They shot some excellent shots in the game last night. So they're going to have to start getting that defense playing better. We have to start getting defensive rebounds. We have to start causing turnovers. That's the main concerns. Because in that game, they got some easy shots. So once again, this is from Stan. We'll hear from Stan Van Gundy.
I mean, I'm not saying we don't have some offensive problems, but we can't give up this number of points and have any chance of having a good season. We just can't. And we're going to have to develop a much, 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 much better defensive mentality and pride than we have right now.
For BI, it was a scorching first half, and then that second half, the opposite. No big field goals, just free throws. Could you tell, did they start attacking him differently? Did he just cool off?
He had a great first quarter, and after that, yeah, they played him pretty well. I'll have to watch the film, but yeah, he wasn't a factor in the game after the first quarter.
Coach, can you put your finger on the end of the second quarter? That's the second time in as many nights that basically the latter stage of the second quarter, Utah was able to flip momentum.
Yeah, we don't sustain our play, and when you don't guard, you're totally dependent on making shots. And we hit a stretch there where we didn't make shots, and it's been a long time since we've really, played any kind of defense that'll weather those kind of storms. And so that's what happened at the end of the second quarter. We missed shots, and we have a total inability to stop anybody.
How do you feel Lonzo Ball played tonight?
Here's the thing. He was okay, but, this isn't an individual thing. It's not some guys are good, some guys aren't. It's not that. It's a collective. We're not defending hard enough. We've got to get a defensive mentality and have some pride on that end of the floor. And on the offensive end, we've got to sustain pace and ball movement and player movement and passing the ball, playing together for the entire night, not just when our shots are falling. And then when it gets tough, we become a stand around isolation one-on-one team. So there are instances of good play. There's certainly the first quarter tonight was really promising in terms of what we can do. But we've got to toughen up and take some responsibility and start doing this on a more consistent basis. And our defense has to come around, or to be quite honest, nothing else matters.
Does it feel like you guys have just taken a serious step back on the defensive end? Is that disappointing considering that was supposed to be
Sports for Brody,
Yeah, I do think we've taken a step back. I don't think that we're taking great pride in it individually or as a group.
And just for you, we didn't get to see it on TV. Can you tell us what happened on the ejection and what the refs might have told you? Clearly I had some things to say, and I got tossed. So there's really not a lot to say, and I'm not really willing to spend $35,000 or $50,000 on those guys.
Hey, Christian Clark here. How difficult is it to do the things you want to do defensively when there are limited practices like this? You're playing every day. How much of a challenge is that part of it?
Well, it is a challenge, but look, our problem right now, in my mind, isn't schematic. It is, and we're trying to make some adjustments. I'm not absolving us from us trying to help, but guard the ball, get up into people, put some pressure on, guard the ball, don't get beat off the dribble, close out hard, block out, rebound the ball. Come on. We can do that without 2.5 hours every day of practice time. We got to toughen up.
Stan, Scott Kushner from NOLA.com. Where does that start? Is there a leader?
Yes, I think they should start toughening up because, look, they're going to get beat every single time in the paint. So they have to start, once again, they have to start toughening up. It's just no words to describe it because teams like the Lakers, teams like the Jazz, and just like Minnesota tomorrow night, if they don't play defense against those teams, I guarantee you they're going to get double the points in the paint. Double. And I mean double. So once again, this is from Stan Van Gundy from last night's game, talking about last night's loss.
That needs to start with. This team has not been together very long. It doesn't seem like there's a very obvious place for this, do you put the onus on an individual at this point, or how do you kind of communicate that? And where does it have to, I mean, there has to be a head of the snake at some point, right?
Well, it's supposed to be me, and obviously I'm not getting the job done there, Scott. So that's where I put the onus as far as leadership. But look, you don't need to be together long to go out and put some pressure on the ball and get down and take some pride in containing the ball and to close out hard. You don't need to be together long to do that. Now, schematically and things like that and rotations, okay, there may be some mistakes, but the intensity level, no, you don't need to be together for that.
But I mean, I guess I'm speaking from a pride or whatever perspective. Do you need someone in that locker room to just kind of take control of that? I mean, is it hard to explain that kind of thing for those guys? I mean, obviously, it can't just come from a coach, I would say.
No, it's got to come from 16 players in the coaching staff. Not one guy. There's not one guy who's going to stand up and motivate everybody or any of that. Every guy needs to take some responsibility on the defensive end of the floor to do their job, and so they can start to trust each other. We don't have enough individual.
Yes, I think, like I said, trust is very important on the because it takes 16 players. Look, they have to get going. I mean, look, just like Zion Williamson, he's going to have to start playing defense as well. Just like J.J. Redick, just like Brandon Ingram, they need to start playing defense because that is a problem right there. So once again, Stan Van Gundy talking about last night's loss. I don't blame what he said. I agree with what he said. Look, the leadership starts with him. He's got to get these guys going. He's got to get them going no matter what. Because look, if they continue to go down this road, guess what? It's going to be a very long first half and also going into the second half of the season. So we're going to recap what happened last night. I'm going to go through the plays and stuff like that, what happened. So I'm going to switch this over to the and then we'll hear from Alonzo Ball. I'm going to go ahead and play the full game highlights. Okay, there it is. Oh, shoot. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let me get this switched in. Okay, let's go ahead and go over the first couple of plays. I mean, Pelicans. So I'm going to go through the first couple of plays. I'm going to put it in full screen so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to go through the scouts.
Sacramento. He threw it.
Okay, the first shot. This was right here. This was the first shot of that game. So they knocked down the three. That was in the first quarter. Then they go to the lane. Nope, the Pelicans get the ball, and Zion looks like he throws the ball away. That what the hell is going on with him? Why in the hell he throws the ball away? I mean, look, he's got to learn to control that basketball. So it goes back to the Pelicans on that play. So Zion throws the ball. Royce O'Neal was definitely on him. And look at Rudy Gobert goes into the lane. Why? That tells you right there that we did not play defense. It's 12-7 Pelicans. 12 now it's 12-9. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to pause it. They'll pass it. So they'll pass it to Ingram. So Ingram will knock down the shot right here. So it's a pretty good shot. So it was 19-17. And then they'll pass it to Alonzo Ball back to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram gets an easy dunk. So it's a pretty good dunk right there. So that was a pretty good pass away right there to Brandon Ingram. So good going to the lane. I don't know why this video's kind of. Let's see. Looks like they'll get an easy basket. So it's an easy bucket right there for Utah. So that's another hole right there that the Pelicans shouldn't be doing. 25-23. So Donovan Mitchell goes on a backdoor pass. So a nice little pass right there. So it was an excellent pass to over to let's see who that was. It looks like that was an excellent. So 28-23, Pelicans get the ball back. Let's see what happens here. This is Josh Hart on a nice little dunk right there. So an easy basket for the Pels. Clarkson passes it, so it looks like it's coming. They'll knock down that three, so that's an easy three. So that's another reason why the defense has been sloppy. They've been allowing threes to happen. Then they'll pass it, and then it looks like the Pelicans get an excellent defensive play right here. And they get a basket by Zion Williamson. Good basket right there. Let's see. They'll pass it. They'll pass it. And that what the hell is going on? Why is Nickel Walker sitting there? Why is he sitting there and letting Utah get that basket? I don't understand that. So 41-31. Let's see what happens here. So they'll knock down another three. So an easy three right there. So they're not boxing out of anything. Okay, this is what happens on this pass play. They'll knock another three down. So it's another easy three right there. That's Ning getting a basket. And then they will go to the lane. Looks like Zion gets the easy basket right there. So it's a good basket. So Zion gets the second chance attempt for the easy basket. So it's 51-44. That was in the second quarter. And the Pelicans looks like they'll get a nice little basket right there, a mid-range shot. So 54-46. So 54-46. And then Utah comes up, passes it. Let's see what happens here. And they not on a backdoor shot. That was a backdoor basket. So that right there, JJ Redick was right there sitting right there, just letting them get that basket. Just letting them get the basket. So they get on the free throw line. They'll convert their free throws, 69-62. And Donovan Mitchell over Steven Adams. Donovan Mitchell over Steven Adams. Now, what the hell is that? What's wrong with this picture right here? What's wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture right here? So Steven Adams, he gets an easy basket over Steven Adams. Steven Adams should have swatted that ball away, but nope, it didn't happen. So 69-68, Bledsoe gets the ball stolen, so he gets that ball stolen. So Bledsoe has to learn to hold on to that basketball, try to drive to the lane. But what he did, he just let the ball. He just let the ball go, and they get the ball back. Plain and simple. And then they get an easy basket, makes it 70-69. Steven Adams misses a shot. So Steven Adams, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Why he's and then the basket. So once again, Zion should have overpowered him. He should have overpowered him, but they overpowered him, and they got the ball back. Okay, this is what happened here. They'll go to the lane. They'll make an easy little mid-range shot. Nice little mid-range shot. Ingram and Adams was sitting there just letting them get it. And then Zion goes to the lane. Nice little basket there. So I would say that I credit that basket to Zion Williamson. That was an easy basket. So he got to the lane. Nice little basket So this is another angle. So excellent angle right there. So an excellent basket. So let's see what happens here. And they get an easy dunk. That is Rudy Gobert just absolutely just going over Bledsoe and Adams. Bledsoe should be there, should be blocking that pass. Same thing with Adams. Adams looks like he's sitting there like, what the hell's going on? And he gets an easy dunk. So that was an easy dunk right there by Rudy Gobert. He just drove to the lane and they just dunked it over him, over Adams. Then Mitchell passes it. And Mitchell knocks down an easy three. I mean, this right here is really something. This is what's telling this is telling you that this defense is just absolutely soft. I hate to say it. They're absolutely soft. So free throws coming up. So they get the free throw. It was good. So it was 96-80. So the Pelicans was trailing. And they get an easy bucket right there. And that is going to be and that was so it was 100-86. Passes over to Zion, and Zion gets an easy basket right there, but it was a foul. Looks like it got the M1. Okay, this is Zion going to the on an excellent shot. He just got an excellent shot. It rolled in pretty good. Rudy Gobert passes it. And they get an easy bucket. That's Clarkson getting an easy bucket right there. So another easy bucket, Utah. And this shot right here was good. So let's see what happens. Zion, the ball gets taken away, but the Pelicans get it back. And nope. And Rudy Gobert just rejected. That's something. You shouldn't get rejected like that. He should have got to the lane and made the shot. But that right there tells you how piss poor this game was last night. Now, once again, Rudy Gobert getting a basket, an easy basket, going in that lane and get over Jackson Hayes. He should have rejected that basket. And that's Joe Eagle. That's Eagle. He's getting his shots. Excellent shot right there. Steven Adams passes it. Steven Adams gets an easy basket right there. So I don't know what the hell happened with Steven Adams on defense. He's just lazy or whatever. And nice little basket by Rudy Gobert again. Rudy Gobert gets another basket in the fourth quarter. So I'll be honest with you. Look, this game last night was an absolute disaster waiting to happen. So once again, final score 129-118. Pelicans lose. I'll be honest with you. They're going to have Minnesota. So let's go ahead and play Alonzo. So that is once again some video highlights from last night's game. Pelicans lose that game, so we'll turn this off and we'll go through some news. I'll be honest with you, it's like I said, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch this team, but hey, the reality is that right now it's just not going with the New Orleans Pelicans. So let's go over some news headlines here on Sportscasters. Apologize once again. We had sorry, but once again, let's go over some news headlines. I'm going to go over some news headlines with you. Okay, once again, Hall of Fame legend Hank Aaron passes away at 86. So that is once again dominating the news circuits right now. When it comes down to it, he was the home run king back in 1974 when he hit 755 home runs. There was a lot of players was trying to pass that record, just like Barry Bonds a couple of years ago with his situation and stuff like that. So he retired in 1976. He had a 23-year baseball career from 1954 to 1965. And also he played with the Milwaukee Braves from 1966 to 1974 in Atlanta. So he played in Milwaukee and also with the Atlanta Braves. So he had 755 home runs. He had 2,297 RBIs. Also, he had 6,856 games he played. He also had 3,298 at-bats and also 12,364 plate appearance. So I look at it this way. He also passed Ty Cobb for the most hits. So he was one of the true baseball legends in our game since the he hit 714 back in 715 back in 1974. That was a long time ago. That was 4 years before I was even born. He also went on to hit 755. So if you have any comments about Hank Aaron, you want to comment about, you can comment through the YouTube, Twitter, and Sportscaster chat rooms, or if you want to come on video chat about it, we can do that as well. So once again, he also was part of the change with the social injustice and stuff like that. So that was like I said, this is when he played with the Milwaukee Braves back in 1959. He was standing with the third baseman Eddie Matthews. So and also he this is a picture of him with Willie Mays when Milwaukee moved to Atlanta back in 1966. So once again, he also played with the he was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers back in 1976. So he went back to Milwaukee. So once again, Henry Aaron passes away at 86. Please leave your thoughts and condolences for him and his family. So because, like I said, we did lose a baseball legend. So let's go through some news. Okay, once again, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be without Antonio Brown for the game against Green Bay Packers. That's going to be this Sunday, but they will not have Antonio Brown. So he did suffer a knee injury in the divisional playoffs versus the Saints. He only had 27 snaps, so he is going to be not playing this Sunday. So they lost one of their key weapons for the Tampa Bay Bucks. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, once again, Zurich Profar signed a 3-year deal with the Jurickson Profar. I signed a 3-year deal worth $21 million. This is what the San Diego Padres. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Profar hit 238. He also had 59 home runs, and he also had 222 RBIs. He played with the Padres, Athletics, and Rangers. So once again, Jerickson Profar passed gets his 3-year deal. Okay, let's see. Okay, Patrick Mahomes still in concussion protocol at practice again on Friday. So it looks like he is going to be probably going to be playing. Hopefully he is past this concussion protocol situation. So that's probably going to happen. So most likely he will be playing this Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. But I say this, if he's not playing, I think the Buffalo Bills will most likely come away with the game. Okay, Admin Atar cut day before UFC 257 for bringing unauthorized guests to fight items. So look, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. That's something he should have never done. Needs to, because look, they're trying to keep people from catching the coronavirus. So that's unfortunate for this fighter to be cut from UFC because of situations like that. He did violate the health and safety protocols. They're going to cut him. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant ruled out for Friday's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it looks like he is going to be he's nursing a Achilles injury. He's in rehab, stuff like that. He's averaging 31 points. He's also has 7.5 boards and also 6 assists. So it looks like he is probably going to be ruled out for the game against Cleveland. So once again, this is from ESPN. So let's see what's going on. Wait, give it a second. Okay, once again, UFC 257 party with J-Lo, dinner with Bongo, and the inside story of Conor McGregor. So it looks like they're talking about Conor McGregor again in the news. So that's what they had. So it's when I'm looking at this article. Okay, when Conor McGregor arrived on Fight Island on a massive yacht for his 250 main bout against Dustin Poirier. So I'm looking at it. So looks like he's in a lot of trouble. Let's hear from Dana White what he had to say about it. We rewind this video so you can hear it.
That I ever met Conor McGregor. He came in from Ireland. We flew him in. We had just signed him, and I went to dinner with him. And just the energy that this kid had, the energy, the excitement, his laugh, being around him. You know, I knew that night that I met him, I said, man, I don't know if this kid can fight, but if he can even throw a punch, this kid's going to be a huge star. And when I left that dinner that night, I called Lorenzo and told him about Conor McGregor. And it just, I think about that night a lot, and I look at him and see what he's become, you know, such a huge superstar globally. And
it's funny because I knew it that night. I felt it and I knew it that night.
Yeah, so once again, Dana White's talking about Conor McGregor. Yeah, he is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but he also has some issues with his temper and stuff like that. Remember a couple of years ago when he was in some kind of fight or something, he was he turned over a bus or something like that. So that was just what happened a couple of years ago. So I'll be honest with you. I think Conor McGregor, hopefully he learned his lesson and stuff like that. Not to do those things and stuff like that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, Trinity's Rodman talking about Dennis Rodman's daughter is ready to make her name in pro soccer. So it looks like she is going to be that's the Trinity Rodman, the the daughter of Dennis Rodman. So it looks like he is going. This is the young lady. So let's hear for this young lady what she has to say. So I'm going to play it for you.
But when it comes to the national team, the senior women's national team, what's left in your game to kind of get to that elite peak?
I think for anyone, even somebody at the highest level, I think I can't even pinpoint something that I need because I think everything can be better at that level because at the end of the day, like in college or on the U20 national team, you can score 15 goals, but then as soon as you go to the pro level, you can probably score 1 goal and you still got to work on scoring goals. So I think it's literally everything you have to improve on. And that's the biggest thing is finding the things you're good at and improving on those as well.
Do you feel?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This young lady, I think she's got a head on her shoulders. This young lady, that's the daughter of Dennis Rodman, Trinity Rodman. So I wish her well in her endeavors with pro soccer. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about. Let's hit this button here. Okay, once again, how COVID-19 has impacted the 2020 season for the NHL, the Capital Stars, and what's next. So this is from Emily Kaplan. You can follow her at ESPN. Yeah, it's been absolutely. They've been games that's been canceled and stuff like that. So COVID-19 is not done yet. So. So I look at it this way, just like college basketball has been impacted with games being canceled because of COVID-19. Once again, this virus does not discriminate or have borders. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, looks like we got most of the articles out. So we'll go over some Twitters. Let me switch this over and go over some Twitter switching, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, let's go over some Twitters. Okay, this Austin. No. Okay, let's put this up on the screen. Okay, once again, Patrick Mahomes tells reporter he is cleared from NFL concussion protocols. He is good to go this Sunday, so it's good news for the Kansas City Chiefs nation, stuff like that. So once again, Patrick Mahomes is going to be cleared from concussion protocol. So once again, follow Ian Rappaport at Rap Sheet on Twitter. Also, let's see. So we just talked about Hank Aaron. We also talked about this Jerickson profile. So let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay, let's go over to. Okay, once again, top 25 breakdown. South Carolina Gamecocks coming in at number 18 in the college baseball poll. So once again, college baseball begins in earnest this coming. It will become next a couple of 2 weeks from now. So they'll have baseball beginning. So South Carolina comes in at number 18. So once again, follow them at D1 Baseball. That's D1 Baseball. Okay. This is from Chandler Rome. Carlos Correa says he is on Astros line. He will be an Astro for life. So it looks like he is going to be staying with the Houston Astros. So once again, this is from the Houston Chronicle. Follow Chandler Rome. Pretty good writer with the Houston Astros. He's with the Houston Chronicle. Okay, let's LSU softball. So LSU softball will begin next month. So we'll go through the schedule. Okay, LSU softball schedule is up on the screen. I have it. LSU will take part in the Tiger Classic that will be on February 11th through 14th. They will have McNeese, Duke, Kansas, and Central Arkansas. They will take on Louisiana Tech. That'll be on the 16th. Also on the 17th, they will take on North Dakota. Also, they'll be taking part of the Alabama tournament up in Tuscaloosa. And also the LSU Invitational that will be in Baton Rouge. So LSU will have ULL, Oklahoma State, and Buffalo coming to that tournament. Also, they will have Southern Miss on March 2nd. Also, they'll have Texas 2 games on March 5th through 6th. Also, they'll take on Tennessee March 12th through 14th. Also, they'll have Southeastern at Southeastern. That'll be in Hammond. Also, they'll take on Texas A&M March 20th through 22nd. And they'll take on South Alabama March 24th. Also, they'll take on Florida March 26th through 28th. ULM March 30th. They'll take on also Ole Miss March 1st through 3rd. April 1st through 3rd, excuse me. April 1st through 3rd. Also, they'll take on Missouri April 9th through 11th. Also, they'll take on McNeese State April 13th. Also, they'll take on North Carolina State. They'll be on April 16th through 17th. And they'll take on Kentucky April 23rd through 25th. Also, they'll take on Arkansas May 1st through 3rd. They'll take on Arkansas. That'll be 7th through 9th. That's in month of May. The SEC tournament will begin May 12th through 15th. The regionals will begin May 21st through 23rd. Super regionals will be 27th through 30th. That's in May. Also in June, the Women's College World Series. So once again, LSU softball will be in full effect next month, beginning with the Tiger Classic. So once again, this is from LSU softball. Follow them at LSU softball on Twitter. Okay, let's go over this. Okay, once again, Ken Dorsey named the head coach at Soapy Wright. So once again, congratulations to Kenneth Dorsey. So he is going to be the new head coach there. So please follow Ken Trahan at Ken Trahan. He is with Crescent City Sports here in New Orleans. Also, let's look at this. Okay, mark your calendars. Coaches Convention will be Monday and Tuesday, July 19th or 20th at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Baton Rouge. Also, golf tournament. So that's with the Louisiana High School Coaches Association. That's part of the arm of the LHSAA. Okay, once again, Catholic High School hires Cave Williamson to be the new offensive coordinator for the 2021 season. Congratulations to him. So that's from Catholic. Follow them at CHS Bears, at CHS Bears. Okay, this is from Go Props. Once again, Danny Broussard. Follow him at Coach Danny Broussard. Come out to the Cougars tournament on Saturday at the Bergen Coliseum. That's going to be in Lake Charles. They'll have teams from, I think, Southwest Louisiana. So that is the MLK Warrior Classic. That'll be this Saturday, January 23rd. 20 teams, 10 games under one roof. This is the games that's going to be going on there. White Castle will take on Cecilia. Fairview will take on J.S. Clark. South Bowl will take on East Iberville. That's going to be a girls' game. Also, Fairview will take on Alaska. That's a women's game, girls' game as well. Also, St. Louis will take on Anacoco. Also, Anacoco taking on Destrehan. It's a boys' game. Also, North Central will take on St. Thomas More. Also, Grand Lake will take on Northside. Washington Meriden will take on Iota. And also, Hamilton Christian will take on Bill Platt. That'll be at 8:15. So once again, that's the Martin Luther King Jr. Classic. That's going to be in at the Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, once again, Danny White named the new athletic director for Tennessee. So congratulations to him. So once again, this is from 247 Sports. Follow them at 247 Sports. Also, UNO and let's see, let's put this up on the screen. Okay, Nichols will host UNO Carver to kick off the home stretch. So it's this is from WGNO. We'll go ahead and play put this on the screen, share screens, and let you see it. Okay, UNO will take on Nichols this weekend. So it looks like UNO and Nichols will play. They will have a so it'll be the later half. So it'll be the women's game will be Saturday. It'll be approximately 5 o'clock. So the games they'll have a doubleheader with the Colonels. So it looks like Colonels and Privateers will play this weekend. So once again, this is from WGNO. Go to WGNO.com. That's WGNO.com. So we'll go through some more tweets and we'll wrap it up. So I'm going to scroll it down. So let's see. It looks like, yep, we talked about. Okay, Agent Winowski. Let's see what this is about. Agent Winowski. Okay, free agent Novell Pella plans to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. So it looks like he is going to be signing with the Brooklyn Nets. So that's some news from Agent Winowski. Follow him at Wojo ESPN. That's Wojo ESPN. Also, let's see what else we'll go over. Okay, the highest grade defender in the SEC this season, Patrick Surtain with the Alabama Crimson side, posted a 87.0 grade. So it looks good. So I'm glad to see this young man posting a pretty good grade for one of the defenders. So once again, this is from PFF Draft. Follow them at PFF Draft. Also PFF College. Also, let's see. Also, the Bills signed Tristan Villaseñor. He is signed with the Buffalo Bills. This is from NFL Trade Rumors. Follow them at NFL Trade Rumors. See what else we'll discuss. I'm going to scroll through. Okay, once again, this is from Ian Rappaport. Came out 53 seconds ago from NFL Now. Scotty Fiddler says his team will be in on every trade. So it looks like they're definitely going to be in on every trade for the Carolina Panthers. So once again, you'll hear for the Carolina Panthers. So let's see what they had to say about it.
Well, I do expect them to be very much in the mix for Deshaun Watson, as will several other teams, as will many other teams when you have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL available. That is what happens. They do need to fix the quarterback position. Very clear, Teddy Bridgewater is not their quarterback of the future. Nothing more important for the Carolina franchise now than finding their next quarterback.
Yes, they absolutely have to fix their quarterback situation because Teddy Bridgewater, look, sure, he had a couple of games, good games with the Saints. Also, he had a couple of good games with the Panthers, but not nearly as much. So, once again, this is from Ian Rappaport. Follow him at NFL. So, he's an NFL writer. So, we'll wrap this up. Go ahead and wrap this up. Okay. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll not have another show tonight. So once again, we'll have Pelicans basketball tomorrow, but we'll be on during the day for Sports Talk. So once again, you can join us on Twitter, YouTube, and Sportscaster. So those three platforms. So we'll have Facebook back on probably by this weekend or something like that. So hopefully we'll get it back and we'll be back on Facebook. So once again, let's like, share, and follow us. We'll go ahead and give you all the information you need to know. Okay, once again, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on the Twitters. We're always on Twitter. Also follow us on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Follow that. Also follow us on Tumblr. Follow us on the official flagship and also sports play-by-play coverage of LSU, Tulane Saints, and many more. We are Sportscaster. Follow us at sportscaster.com/KLW. Also follow us on the Twitches. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on the Skypes. If you want to come in and Skype, that's my address. Also follow us on the LinkedIn pages. We also on there. Also follow us on the blog spots as well. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Friday, and we'll see you again tomorrow.